Appreciate it.
Look at these two. Look at the difference in these two charts right here. Like how the NQ is kind of rolling up, and the ES is like making this flag, right? The ES is liquidity right here at the 30 level. So like my guess is we're gonna break this. We're gonna pop up into the 30s, and then we're gonna roll down, which will be consistent with the NQ kind of curving up a little bit more here. So like let's just picture this like with my like mad good.
Oh, it's so rainy.
I have an iPad. I wonder if it would like be better if I can use the iPad.
You wonder if
Control.
what?
I wonder if I can use the iPad and stream that to like draw.
I don't know, dude. Maybe.
But so like yeah, see the NQ kind of like rolling up like this, and then this breaking here. We want to see a full close candle over this right here, and then I would expect us to break this level here, get up to the 30s, and then come down, which would be then the down.
What was the last time high off that?
Say it again.
What was the last time high? What was the resistance of that?
The like the previous all-time high, like the latest, the last time. Well, here's that move I was just describing. What were you saying? That was the last high.
Yeah.
The pretty much the last recent high is over here. It's daily high.
Okay.
Daily high from a couple days ago. This is what the daily chart looks like.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. It gotta have some pressure, like you said. If it breaks that part, it'll start continuing going up again.
Yeah. Now I'm going to take the liquidity out here at the 30 level, and I would expect to see a little bit of a turnaround because once this liquidity gets grabbed, it's going to have to find more liquidity. So it's getting some pressure. This is a big amount of orders right here at this 30 level. This 30 level are these people's stop losses. So think about what the market's doing right now. All of these people, like the market pushed right here. The market pushed, and the longs exited, right? The longs exited, and they sold to the shorts that were waiting at this 29 level. Okay, probably their shorts all waiting within this here. They sold to the shorts that are waiting this 29 level, creating an order block. And they created stop losses right here. So the shorts came down, pressure backing the longs. The longs are still in business. Not all of the longs were taken out. Like, so some longs exited to create that opportunity for people to short the market, which is what it needed to do to adjust for the price. And as you can see, there's more buy pressure. That's what happened here. The buyers, the longs pushed through. They absorbed the stop losses here, right here, literally occurring right now as we're talking. These stop losses are getting eaten up. The market will return back to a price where there were a previous amount of buys, like a good amount of buys right here. It could take off, but that's what I would expect for it to just return to right around here. Just right in here. And then we would see it, seek out this 45.35 level is really high up there, or not really high up there. My level's higher than that actually. So let's see, 45.35. Why is there a lot of liquidity there? What is that, right? Like, what the fuck is that? 45.35. $45.35. Look at you. You're right. What is this? I'm trying to find out what this looks like here on this chart. Why is there a huge amount of liquidity sitting there? 45.35 right here. So it's the bottom of an order block. That makes sense. This guy. This is why I don't use these indicators. It's not all they're cracked up to be. But this is an order block right here. And this like both of these. Honestly, I would probably take them both. Why the fuck does this keep happening? Oh my god. I'm like not sure what the fuck's going on. This is really annoying. There we go. Here. 45. The big ass's gap. An order block. So, I mean, this would be the level I'm expecting us to soak up. Handy dandy that you're here. So this is all going to get eaten up at some point here. Okay, so I mentioned once that big amount of liquidity got taken out, the 45.30s, I said it's going to reverse back down to somewhere where it can bounce out. I said somewhere up here it looked like relatively okay based off of the order book, but it looks like that didn't hold. So this 20 level, probably where we'll go next. Let's take a look and see if we can do any like cool witchcraft, right? Like to see where it's going to go. There's this tool that we use pretty often. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? It's fucking,
fib?
yeah, look
Did
at
you
that.
just drop a fib
Yeah.
load?
I just dropped a fib and look at the places where it just happens to fall back. So this one red candle in the middle of this entire green run up, that's an area of supply and demand. That's a demand area. Okay. So that's an order block that you could call that an order block. The top, the 50 level is like the top of that candle, and the 618 level is the bottom of that candle, and in the middle of that candle is the top of the opening range. So, like, if you were to just guess where this might go, could anybody say that there's maybe like a kind of good indication? Maybe. Also, this high rate here is right on the 50. Like, I'd be very strongly inclined to believe this is where we're going to go. And on here, I mean, it's probably, I'm going to fucking.
So it's trying to retract exactly what that line that you drew up. That's where I guess the bottom where everyone is kind of at, right?
Say that again. Say that again. Sorry.
So basically, the price is trying to retrace back into that area because that's where it created that momentum to push up, right?
Correct. That's where the imbalance is.
Yeah.
And like it goes, look at that, it traveled right down into it, just like fucking clockwork. Now the question is, will it stay there or will it completely just, run down? It looks like it's just fucking soaring down, but let's wait and see because we always want to wait for closed candles. Like closes are what really, really matters. Remember, we had said that the volume, or we had seen the liquidity at the 20s. That got taken out. The next liquidity looks like it's at the 15s, which is where we're at like now. So this actually looks like this was a liquidity. No, we didn't quite tap that 15 level. So let's see. If that 15 level holds, then this is going to be possibly where we see some resistance and maybe a turnaround. And see, I want you to notice that I said, wait for the closed candles. Look at this. I mean, it still could go down. So like, don't, I don't want to sound like I'm a fucking wizard here, but Do you see how it like hit this? It went past it and then it didn't close past that 66 retracement. And it also did not close past this guy right here. Like if see this one right here? That's the one that was really what interested me the most. This right here. That little fucker. This is the telltale kind of sign. If that breaks, then I say we're going down. But right now, with what I'm looking at, this could very, very easily close and turn back around. Or this as this was once a demand zone, this could flip now to be a supply zone, and it could be resistance for the other direction. Sorry, like trying to get my words out. Yeah. See, like it's creating the opposite here. So we got to wait and see. What I'd be waiting for is a green candle close over the past green candle, close, not wick, and a close over that 0.5 fib. Those would be two things I'd like to see to think that we're going to continue to go bullish. And then like on the NQ, maybe like kind of be essentially the same thing on the NQ. We're at the VWAP up on the NQ. So let's see. Looks like the ES wants to come down a little bit lower. It looks like the ES might want to come all the way, touch the VWAP, and then decide what it wants to do. But even still here, so this works really well for a nice trade here. Like you see this, we knew this liquidity was going to get grabbed at the 30s. Like I literally said that was going to happen. It did. Okay. These are super indecisive doji candles. They typically mean a reversal is incoming, right? So that happened. We had this strong red candle. Okay. Next candle closed was also red below this candle, kind of below this little trend line here too. That'll be a pretty good indicator to go short if you like to do these little intra trend trades, because we're in an uptrend, right? So this is like kind of a retest. This isn't like a complete change in trend here. It would need to come up and come down again to create a trend. So you could have, this kind of is really easy for somebody to say, okay, well, where am I going to short till? Like, because you never, like, especially when you're at the top, like it's the top. How long do I short for? I don't want to get fucking reversed on. So, I mean, this would have given you a really good indicator to kind of reverse into this area. This was your supply zone. Previously flipped demand. And now we are at the VWAP. We've got, super bearish. So it looks like that liquidity that was at that 30 level was like the guy holding it all up. His orders got taken. The market shifted. We are now. I'll leave that on.
Yeah, it literally looked like it tested that 45, 11, 50. Because the candle touched it right there. You see that? Yeah, right there. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, it did. Well, it did. It grabbed it down below it.
Yeah, if it looks like if it declines in price like how it is doing right now, yeah, that second candle that just opened, if it goes tiny bit green, maybe there is a point of a reverse right there, but we just gotta watch it out.
If that candle were to have gone green, I would have bought it. I would have shorted it. Sorry, because it would have been like my indication that the market's going to continue to push down. It would have been an absorption. And then look, it didn't even fucking need it. So now we're selling off, right? So we're selling off here. And the trade's gonna be something that happens as a bounce back, right? We don't want to buy these sell-offs like that. It's FOMOing. Don't do it. Let me turn off some of these lines because it's kind of getting to be a lot.
And look at that pressure. Keeps going down. So I'm guessing if it breaks that 15,386, then that's gonna be a reverse down.
If it breaks this level here, yeah, I'd pretty confidently say we've already decided this is a reversal in my mind. So I mean, now look, we've got
Yeah,
the
because it declined the whole thing. Look how much pressure of sell was that. Look at that.
and look at this. This fib, this 1.5 extension is sitting right down here. So, I mean, to me, I would be thinking like, hey guys, we possibly have a pretty big reversal here.
I often drag my Fibonacci candle or my Fibonacci retracement or whatever the fuck it's called all the way back, so that way I can see how it was on the other chart or the other parts of the chart.
I do that too sometimes. I know what you're talking about. So, I mean, look at this breakdown. Let's try to. I mean, we wouldn't want to buy, or we wouldn't want to enter a position right now. I keep saying buy, but I mean short, obviously. But so I apologize if that is leading to be confusing to people.
How's Matt doing today?
Good. He did really well yesterday, from my understanding.
I'm living with his kids right now. Jeez, I'm just gonna get behind every semi today, huh?
4,500 level is going to get just murdered. This could be a good buy candle right here.
What's the volume right now? Oh,
6,000.
uh, okay.
6.7K, which means
Dang, on a 1 minute too. Yeah, they could make this happen. Yeah, okay.
but this is really where you want to look right here, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the order book that we really want to be interested in. And that's because hold on 1 second, let me see something.
Helps you determine what the price action is likely to
Yeah,
be.
I was looking at something and I was like waiting to use my words. Thanks for
No
filling
problem,
in.
man.
Oh, so it looks like there's more buy on that dome than sell.
So that's now the thing is that means sells. And this is what people have to kind of, you got to
Oh,
understand. So let me explain to you, right? The depth of market is pending orders. This right here is the bid and the ask, just right here, right? The rest are pending
yeah.
orders. So if you see, so like, unless it's a massive spike in volume coming in at the bid and the ask, which think about it, most banks and most people, except retail buyers, most people do not purchase at market. They purchase with limit orders, correct?
Hmm.
Correct.
So most of the time, what happens is you're placing a bank or a retail trader is placing an order somewhere on one of these numbers, a limit order. So the market is going to act as a magnet. The market wants to go to those orders. The market doesn't go like the price of the market is determined by, the price action, where the price is going is determined by how many orders are sitting somewhere for it to go. It's got to go there. It's got to like literally it's got to physically move. The market has to like move in that direction to take in that money. If you think of it like that.
Mm.
So if there's more limit sells occur with above the price that it currently is. So if the market is saturated with orders to short limits above, the market's going to move up to get those orders. Like right now, there's more orders. The numbers are bigger up here than they are down here. So the market is like, oh, this is more money, more money, more money. I'm going to go up here, more money, more money. Until it takes all that money and then it's like, oh, fuck, I don't know where to go now. Now it needs exit liquidity. All right, let's go get all these guys' money. And then all these people that shorted, then they buy down here. They take these orders. Does that make sense? It's all about exit liquidity. You don't want to be somebody exits liquidity.
Which is part of the reason why I personally don't like limit or like actually setting my trades in advance. But a lot of people who do trade, they even teach their peers and stuff to always like pre-plan your trades and have your limit orders set up. But it's like you got to make your decision, right? At market value, you're subject to whatever the price is at that moment. So if you go place an order and the price happens to fluctuate in that moment, you're going to get it at whatever the new fluctuated price is. You're not going to get it at what you bought or like thought you were placing the order at. So there's a danger to that. But also then it's like providing kind of a surprise to all the other traders in a sense, because they don't know that you're about to place a trade, but you've been waiting for it for X amount of time. So you're less subject to, you know, the volatility that would head towards wherever your limit order is.
That being said, the likelihood of your order being substantial enough ours
True.
to impact. But you're entirely
Yeah, that's true. You got to be playing with a lot of money for the market to really give a shit about you.
Yeah, for with what you're saying, Robert, you are entirely correct. I want to go on record of stating that. You're entirely right.
That comes from experience. I used to trade with a lot of people, man. We'd move in one momentum, and I tell you what, you can see the difference when there's enough money.
Yeah. Especially in low volume things.
True. I was making more than that at one point, my friend.
You know what it is too? This isn't to say anything towards Robert at all. Some people it's not. Some people do. They can't trade as good because it's they get caught up in it. It's too fun for them. And I'm not saying this is Robert, but like you, Matt, the other day when we were talking, it's like you have an addictive personality. So like for you, your biggest drawback in trading is yourself. And like some people, that's just what it is for them. They are the best trade. Like the guy ICT, truthfully, I don't think he's that good of a trader. I think he's an incredible teacher. I think he's like got a ton of knowledge, but I think that the reason he doesn't actually trade is because it doesn't actually have the discipline that he practices or tells people to have, and he can't execute it. He can't actually keep like. There's a reason. There's a reason people are teachers. I'm sitting here teaching, but I also do show my live trades. But I mean, like, I'm teaching because I'm just bored. And I'm bored, dude. I'm paralyzed now, bro. I gotta find something to fucking do.
Yourself, man.
Yeah, I think, I think one of the personally, just from watching other people trade and so far my experience with this is like you were saying. I think the number one or top three lessons in trading is risk management, discipline, and you know um, that mentality, like you were talking, the psyche behind it.
It's like you gotta
consistency is what I'm trying to say.
You have to think of it as a job, not for fun, right?
Right.
Like here's the first part.
And you can't
go to work.
Think of it as a paycheck, though. It's a job, so you take it serious, but you don't.
You're breaking up too much to
think of it as a paycheck, because that's where you psych yourself out. That's the stress.
Like,
well,
it's my bad. I got a bad connection. Just give me a second.
I don't know if I disagree. I think I partly agree with what you're saying. Like, see, I actually think that you do need to treat it like a paycheck, because that's what kind of creates the discipline. Because here's a little tweezer top. Because like, here's the thing. the best trade that you take is the trade you don't take. Okay, so like Matt, for example, or I can use anyone for example, like you'll be up and then you'll take more trades and you'll be down. And like if you're at work, right? Like let's say you're going to work right now, Robert. Okay, if you go to work and your job tells you, hey, as soon as you finish this, you can leave, you're not going to do more.
True.
Like you're going to go home. You're going to
But
go home. And
remember that if you're relying on that paycheck, though, then you're stressed to take the trade because you have to take the trade, otherwise you don't get your daily income. And that's where I find the biggest conflict is.
That's if you're setting, not if your risk management is not properly tuned. So let's say, for example, you trade for 5 days. Let's say you trade for 5 days. Let's say you need, for this to be solid, you need $300 a day, right? Well, then you need to aim for $500 a day, okay, with a 2-to-1 risk to reward, or actually like a 3-to-1 risk to reward, and aiming for $500 a day. So this way, if you lose 2 days, you still make. You see what I'm saying? This way, it takes. Like
right.
You get what I'm saying. It just
that makes sense.
That's why. And it is just also in that in some of those regards, it comes down to a numbers game, because if you know your strategy is right 7 out of 10 times, it's just you got to just literally run the numbers. Like, and it's still not perfect. But that's why, like, if you also do the same thing consistently, there's going to be those times when you hit it off the VWAP and you're going for your $500, but that shit just is like, I mean, it's not stopping moving, and you can see that. So you're like, oh, I'm going to take an extra 500 today. You clear that off the table, and then you start to build a cushion for yourself. So like, this is why with my like mentorship, that's why I say it's a little bit more. It's like I can't just literally tell people what to do. Like, I need to know about you to do this mentorship properly. I need to know what you actually need from trading. Do you need this much money a week per trading? Do you need, and for me to deep dive into that with somebody, it means I'm going to have to build out a risk management plan for them. I'm going to have to build out a scaling plan for their portfolio, and I'm going to have to build out a withdrawal schedule for their portfolio, so that they can eat and they can build and they can develop a cushion, so that if they take consistent losses, they're not out of work and homeless. And like, that's a lot more than what I can just put into a course. So that's why, like, this, when I'm saying like we're these mentorships, I'm saying like I'm going to charge people. It's like, it's more than, it's a lot more than like what it's not, it's customized. It's not like, but then again, I do plan on, like, I think we should get these courses up and some other stuff that's like much cheaper, just that people can, kind of be a part of and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I have to monetize because if I miss a lot of trades while I'm talking and learning and educating. I don't mind that, but at the same time, like, I have to be cognizant of the fact that I am missing out on opportunities.
That's legit.
Is like have the first 15 or 20 minutes of trading be for your VIP, where you can still trade and then go live at like 9:50 or something. You know what I'm saying?
If anything, it should be maybe like go live, like the first 30 minutes pre-market is for my VIPs or something.
Yeah.
Right. Build the pre-plan. Discuss like market engagement or market plans.
Yeah.
Correct.
But also
What the fuck?
something I've been kind of going into Tradeovate a little bit. You can actually set.
Hold on, one moment, really quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. I don't want to. So let's talk about something that just happened. Here, I always talk about, this is a little thing here. Okay. So I always say, like, oh, my strategy is super easy, like buy the VWAP, right? Like this what would happen here? So like, let's discuss this, right? If you came here and you're following my strategy and you would have been like, okay, what do I do? Am I shorting this here? Like, if you could only see this, right? What would you do? Well, we already know that we've crossed down this way, right? Like, that's apparent that we are starting to creating a downtrend. We would need to put in a lower high. So when this crosses over and it closed, I would wait. This wouldn't be a situation where I would buy the long. I would wait for a short confirmation or a double tap over. Like if it were to double tap over, then I would go long. But because we're in this downward momentum, I'd be expecting this to be where it creates the lower high, which is kind of what it did. I would have maybe shorted here because of the strength of these two candles, which would have put me right now, obviously, probably in a negative position. My stop loss would have been here, though, so I'd still be in the trade. And I mean, it looks like I'd maybe be okay. It looks like, where it's a little early to tell. But I just wanted to kind of discuss that because, like, this is a little bit of a tricky spot. I kind of want to, like, play that out for you. The next thing that you could have done is, like, the next best play would have been, instead of buying this candle or opening a position on this candle, is waiting for this pullback, which is really what I would have done, like, on live stream. I maybe would have done this on my own at home when nobody's watching because I'm a bad boy. And then here's what I would have done for y'all. Because then, look, my stop loss, my risk is 2 points, not even, it's a risk of like 2 points. I probably would have gone in heavy on the contracts with that, like really heavy, and actually, like, maybe honestly gotten little 2 points down and closed it out. Like I would have maybe gone with 5 to 10 contracts on that, made a quick 250, $500. But that's not a good trade, really. Like to just get out that quick. You should still hold true to your stop losses and shit like that.
Am I wrong? Like, I see what you're saying, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, you could trigger a limit short, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, but right there at the low, that previous green low, maybe with a stop loss at yeah, right there.
I
So
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it just because you wouldn't want it to just wick and not break through. See, like you would want the full candle. And this is like, let me see look what's happening now. The other thing to note is that this was above the VWAP the whole time. So like this is always when things are disjointed like this, it's always a little bit tricky. Like this literally looks mad bullish. This doesn't now it's starting to, but let's see, the other thing to note also is what being like, if you're watching the order book, that's why I wanted to talk about getting like an AI that does this, like that shows when liquidity is added, because unless you're just remembering like how many orders are in a certain place, it's hard to know if somebody put liquidity in or took it out. And it looks like the 510 level I was talking about a minute ago was going to get booked, I thought. Oh, maybe it did actually. It looks like this candle. Okay, that explains it. I was saying the 510 looked like it was going to get taken out, and then that explains why this shifted up. But the NQ is creating divergence again. Look at this. This is so. See how there is these candles are like this, and see how these candles are like this. The NQ came down. It took the liquidity out, and that's what gave us an indication that this was going to actually travel up further. Like, I didn't see that before. I was too busy talking, but something to note. That divergence right there kind of tells us that this is actually going to be a bit more of a reversal candle. And then it looks like we're getting it again here, though. As you can see, look, there's divergence between this.
Yeah, because the green candle has to go over that so it could break that. If it breaks that, then it's just going on. It's trying to reach that price at the top right there where you made that white line a bit.
This is still a place that it wants to get into.
Yeah.
So let's see if it could get up there. If it gets up there, expect it to absorb, probably stay up on the VWAP, above the VWAP. If we reject here, and then we're gonna travel down. And this is what I mean. I don't like to like predict. Like we're just in a kind of a waiting pattern. This just got added. I remember that was not there. The 4512 level, that liquidity just got added. So that could mean that 4512. So we might push down to grab it and then reject. Let's see. Here we have this divergence too. So that's the other thing. This took this high out. The liquidity got taken out here. So it's very likely we do travel down. Divergence on the 1 minute is definitely like the weakest, so I'm not gonna like run it and act like it's. That's not. That's pretty strong though. And once again, you can see. Look, this is the ES like this, just like this, and we have to move down. The ES showing strength now here. Either equal highs, okay, equal highs, unequal highs. Stop losses, guys. That's what that is. And look right here. Look at the liquidity at 50 or 45.16. What is a stop? Where do you put a stop loss? Just a few points above where you enter. These are shorts entering here. This is going to be a reversal now. SMT divergence. This is very, very clear here. Very clear here.
Damn, look at that.
Yep.
Or maybe that could take people out of their trades right now too, because some people might have put. Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is the shorts taking out all the long liquidity.
Yeah, exactly. All the way down. They're gonna push a little bit more down, but yeah.
They're gonna take all of them out. They're gonna take them all out.
Have this ever happened to you where you put your stop loss above the candle and it still takes you out of the trade and the price didn't even reach there?
Sometimes, like very, very sometimes, because it's a spread. To see this number right here on my screen is 0.25.
Yeah.
You need to make sure your stop loss is more than the spread.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, if you put your stop loss at like, right, like look, if 45, 15, 75, you get taken out.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that happened to me once. I was like mind fucked. I'm like, how did this even possible?
That
How?
was the spread. Yeah, man, that was the spread.
Uh,
Different brokers have different spreads too, so just be aware of that for sure. Because that'll get you. Oh boy, that'll get you. What is? Trying to get these to like match up equally, but it's weird. I can't.
The spread is what pays the fees for the stock or the broker, right?
Yeah. So here's that move down now. It should be pretty quick. This push down. I expect it to take out all this liquidity. But let's see. Always love to be surprised. It's showing signs that it wants to go up, which is really surprising. But let's see what happens. It looks like some liquidity is clearing out, actually. So I don't know. It's a little bit indecisive, but I'm still, waiting. Kind of like I said, it's not.
Yeah, because it keeps creating candle above it, above each one a bit.
It's very indecisive right now. It's for sure. What time is it? We have no more news for the rest of the day. A little bit of news came out just now. Nothing major. It's like, nah, it's not nothing. It's just squeezing. It's just squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. So really right now, no real directional analysis on whether it's going to go up or down until it actually breaks the level somewhere. Opening range is a little bit pointless to keep on here, but we'll leave it just for.
Yeah, that 45, 11, 50 mark. It keeps retouching it. Yeah.
Well, it looks like it wants
Look at that.
these stops. Let's see.
If I was looking for that setup,
This wouldn't have been a bad candle to go long right here.
No, I would have
because of this
put
reversal.
a buy up right where that last big red candle is. I feel like that's what I would have done, but
Bought it on this.
no, the
Like
one
I
before
would.
it. The one before it.
This.
Yeah, on the top.
This.
Yeah, on the top. That's probably where I would have set a buy. But that's just me. I don't. I'm not.
You would have bought it right here.
I feel like I would have. Yeah, hypothetically, if I was looking for a setup right here, and that probably could have been wrong.
I mean, yeah.
Like, let's say that this candle breaks that point right there, the 45.15, and then I would have waited until it reached up right there. Yeah, right there where you put at the top right there to go ahead and get a little bit off of a little bit of sell, and then I will place my buy as soon as they start selling a little bit, because they're gonna try to reach back to that point of the 45.15. And as soon as it gets back to that area, I'll wait a little bit, and then as soon as I see another green candle popping up after the red, then I'm placing my buy, because it's the continuation. You're in a bull run now, but only if it does those things.
Yeah, everything's about waiting for. That's the thing. You got to plan what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to ask. Like, if you could do like a trend line on the top and the bottom to form that consolidation triangle, then that's what I probably would have determined kind of where my entry was. That's just what hypothetically I feel like that's what I would have done, like based on. But again,
You see that?
I'm still learning, so.
No, yeah, you're not wrong, dude.
Everybody's still learning all the time. You should forever be a Padawan, or at least forever be fucking learning, because wise people never stop learning.
Yeah, that's true. This price action, you'll never end up saying, "Hey, I learned completely." No, there's always new shit. I gotta learn.
That's the thing. That's why I try to emphasize no one knows what the fuck this shit's gonna do, so don't act like you do. The best you can do is kind of develop a game plan.
Well,
this is like the Bible. I have metaphors.
You're wanting to be right, like 70% of the time.
To be honest, and that's the thing. To be honest, so with trading, you should almost want to be wrong. Look for reasons not to take a trade, and then be like, if this has so many, if I can't find a reason why I shouldn't take this trade, then take it. That's really the mentality you should have.
But see, it doesn't look like.
So look, it's taking this 20. It's gonna come up for this 20 level if we can get enough pressure up there. Then it's That would be that 20 level is these people's stop losses. This everyone that entered in
That
this candle, it's
yeah,
their
and that
stop loss.
yeah, that's probably where I would have put my limit, my sell limit would be right there at the 20.
And now look what I had said before about the double tapping. So like, see, I was saying it crosses, comes up. I would have waited for it to double tap, which it did, and then that's when. So on the NK would have been long here, and on this, you kind of would have had it like this break up here, stayed above. This is the first green candle that closed, stayed above here, and then right here is where I would have felt comfortable buying with a stop loss here, knowing that that 20 liquidity was going to get out. So if that's
right there.
and you know,
That's where I would have got. I was at the 20. That would have been what
yeah,
Dan
did
told
it hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no.
You
It
see, that's
was
what I was talking
0.25
about.
away.
Oh,
0.25 away from hitting it. Didn't take it. It's gonna. It will. It'll push up and grab it.
yeah.
But that's why also a lot of times, like to avoid something like what's happening right now, is if you see that, put your order just in front of it so you can try and front run it.
So I guess the theory behind exiting there would have been that's like right at the 50% on the fib. Plus, it's right in the middle of the gap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
See, I would wait for 2 red candles to come down, and then as soon as I open a green one, but a little bit higher in the middle of that 45.15, then I'll take a buy. And
there's a nice base candle. Now this will be what this is probably the candle that'll take out the 20 level right now.
And no, Robert, I'm not actually in the trade right now.
Fair.
I'm working on my discipline. So
I can respect that.
I made my move, my trade earlier this morning. So I'm taking
Nice.
my money and running. But my hypothetical trade may have worked out on this one. Here we go. And it's like it really wants to hit that 20, and it's just not doing it.
Yeah. It needs enough buying pressure to take that out. Like there has to be enough orders to take that out for the machine to say, okay, you can take that price level now. And there it goes.
Thank you, Daddy.
It hit the 20.
Yeah. I mean, like as you're sitting here listening to me call this stuff out, like it's really not hard to make money doing this and playing it. Just literally taking it step by step, watching the price action roll off. Now that we're back above the VWAP, we've consolidated. We've taken this. So we came back here. Okay. We did not. This is actually beautiful. Look at this, man. We didn't take out these lows. This is the pre-market low. We didn't take that out and we didn't take this out. So you know what we're going to do now? Massively move up, probably. Because these guys are still in play and these guys are still in play. You understand that? There's all the liquidity from these people and these people. It's still in the market. Didn't get taken out. This stuff did. These guys did. All of these guys. So now this consolidation right here is what happened right here. This is happening right here now. You understand? So
Yep.
Let's see this push.
Can
And
I
then
just say that 2 weeks ago I wouldn't have had any idea what to do on how to make that, like, view that, recognize that setup. So, if anybody's listening, like, your strategies, Dan, are freaking, I mean, they're life changing, to be honest. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've spent a lot of time doing a lot of the wrong things to just realize what is the right thing. It's kind of the only way to do it at this kind of realize. So I'm happy to be the martyr.
I learned from my mistakes.
But that's called wisdom.
Yeah.
True.
What was it? There was a saying that was, a smart man takes their mistakes and learns from 'em. A wise man uses the other person's mistakes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
avoid it.
yeah, yeah.
Speaking
But
of mistakes, did you guys hear that BitBoy got fired from fucking BitBoy Crypto? Like Ben?
like the guy that is BitBoy,
Yeah, Ben Armstrong got fired from his own fucking company.
isn't he like a pedo?
I don't know about that, but apparently he's into some substance abuse, and he's been like very verbally abusive to the people into the Hit Network and shit, like the people that surround him, like professionally.
I mean, that makes
And
total
like,
sense. Like I mean, for lack of better words, the guy's like was a total loser. Excuse me. Like probably didn't like before all of this. Got big on crypto. Definitely probably developed a substance abuse problem. Hey, been there. Not hard to do when you have a lot of money and you look at the
right?
computer all
Well,
the
if
time.
you got money and time, man, and
Yeah, like
power,
literally,
the fuck,
that's
like,
literally what happens. That is what happens. So I can relate. And then, I mean, yeah, he just probably became full of himself and became an asshole because
right?
that's what he always
Well,
wanted to be,
it's a
sort of.
it's a big hit though. Like, it's like a shitty thing for crypto in general because like as much as I didn't really believe in him directly, I was rooting for him because
But
like
why? Because
he's
all he
like
did was like,
because
sorry,
he
go
was
on.
looking to take a political position in full support of crypto. Like he had fucking people building underneath him to like basically vote him into whatever electoral like candidacy he's participating in or trying to get. And like that's a big deal because nobody who is 100% pro crypto has ever been in any position of real power. Like, and so like that's I don't know that was exciting, And I mean, also because nobody wants to see someone like Michael Saylor win, but we want to see crypto win. So it's like
I
it's
don't
a
want to see
weird
it, but
feeling. Like,
he's definitely not the person that I'd want to see win for crypto. Because at the same
fair,
time, he just perpetuates all of the things that people think negatively about crypto. It's like, no offense, but this is politics, right? Like, okay, he's an overweight guy, not the most well groomed, not the like he literally
well,
looks
most
like.
politicians are overweight, dog.
No, I know, but I'm just going. Okay, you're right, but listen, hear me out. Also,
They're fat cats.
a lot of politicians also win because they aren't the overweight. They're the young. Like a lot of politicians get their votes because they're the younger guy, the good-looking guy. I mean, JFK, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Um,
but he did
I know, but what I'm getting at is like he kind of would have just perpetuated like what everybody thinks about crypto. Like it's just these like dudes
possibly.
that kind of like lived in their parents' like you know what it would be better if someone like with a much better background took a full crypto stance and then ran for office because it wouldn't be like oh some internet dude that just got rich off the internet, and it would be like someone that went to college, had an education, could have like
Right.
you get what I'm saying. It just
Didn't drive a fucking Hellcat.
yeah, like yeah, that he got from YouTube views because like even and because it's just like I don't know. It just would have perpetuated what everybody thinks about crypto versus giving it an actual like bro, can you imagine him in like UN, not UN, but like in C-SPAN on national TV? Like come on, bro, come on.
I mean, for the amount of yelling and fucking taking his shirt off he'd do on his own shows, like I'll admit it would have been really weird in a political spectrum because like
He would not have been taken
wow,
serious.
So,
He wouldn't have been taken serious.
not
It could have honestly been bad for crypto.
not to interrupt here, but what what just took place on the chart right there is kind of like damn what you were saying about watching that VWAP strategy. You know,
Mhm. Yeah, it just bounced right back
like
down
like
to it,
you
but
hit like right at the VWAP. I don't mean that would be a risky thing, but I mean it's just kind of interesting to see how that kind of plays out.
so 1 second,
I mean, I'm not seeing. Yeah, I'm not actually looking
I'm
at
doing
TradingView
something.
on my screen. I'm actually just watching yours. But
Here, 1 second. Let me.
So, yeah, look at that. It's formed.
So yeah, I mean,
See a little trend line there too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the interesting thing is like if I hypothetically if I would have traded that
From here to
hypothetically,
here on the NQ, if you just grab that tap, like
yeah,
if you bought
right on
this
the VWAP.
candle, if you bought this candle from the 35, you could be exiting right here because that's what I would say to exit at is this candle from the 35 to the 59. That's 15 points.
Yeah, dude. I mean, each one of these moves that we've called out on
And
here
you're
are like 15 to 20 points each time.
in 5 to 10 minutes or less.
Like if you would have hit that 50 right where it the 59 and exited at or like hit the 60 and then exited at the 80, you know.
But what I think might happen here, and what I'd like to see happen, is like this double tap, hold true, break these highs. I mean, I literally call it like the dick and balls. It's the dick and balls. It's the money shot. That's what I should just start calling it. Money shot right here. So you've got like this is your gooch. This is where it starts like building up right here, and then like here's one nut, another one, and then it's gonna create just this massive erection.
Oh
Well, let me just.
shit. You're right.
This isn't the first time I've watched him draw dicks. I'll tell you that.
So here's the build up. It's like she's got like her hands on your balls right here. This is like a fist tickling your balls, and then there's one of your balls right here, and there's your other ball. And
The
then
fist is the consolidation.
yeah. This is her.
It's
This is
just
her
like
tickling.
OnlyFans trading here.
This is This is basically That's basically it.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
really
glad
sure this
that-
is an official strategy, but
It is just the name. No, it is. Actually.
We got to make it official.
It's
The
official.
only thing that makes a strategy official is enough people doing it.
And you know what's really good about this strategy is you don't have to pull out early. You can usually hold it. The gap will get filled. You can usually hold it for a while until the gap gets filled. I really hope that it just like skyrockets
I mean,
up.
it also just kind of depends on how tight the spread is, you know.
No.
When you order Viagra, but you get Vicodin.
Dude, one time
I
I
can see that.
accidentally took like the wrong medication because like I had my Vyvanse and then I had like a sleeping pill that they're both like capsules and
Well, that'll keep you up.
And I took it was in the morning. I took the sleeping pill. I was like, I'm so fucked. What's going on? Man, looks like the Turks got a little bit like little boner shy. We started talking about it, and I was like, oh,
Right.
I swear it doesn't normally do this.
Don't watch me.
But
Let's see if
It's
it's
gonna-
gonna break below the VWAP.
it's gonna bounce back up. It's going
Yep.
to bounce back up here.
Nah, literally, the most I would do, it would probably jump into consolidation, or it would just jump up. But it looks like it's gonna jump up because look at that pressure.
Yeah,
So-
I'm expecting a pretty solid move up. There's like really little liquidity until we get like up to the 22s and the 24s.
So, I guess I'm kind of
And
lost.
if we remember right, there's a lot of liquidity here. Just can't see it, but up in the 35s.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. We're still kind of in the opening range, right? That's the box that we've got
That's,
around the VWAP. Okay.
yeah, that's this guy. I don't know what to. I don't know what colors should I make it. What colors do you want it, guys? No, I can label it. I know. It'll only be labeled on like one side. So I'm trying to like come up with like a color to kind of delineate. What color do you guys want, guys?
I don't know, but it should be the same every day. You should develop a
That's what
color
I'm saying,
legend.
like a legend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what color would be good for the opening range gap or the opening range? Blue.
Something neutral. Yeah,
Blue.
blue or
We'll do blue.
orange. Probably blue, yeah.
Oh god, what color blue did I pick? I'm colorblind, so there's no way I'm gonna get these correct back to back, but whatever.
Are you actually colorblind?
Yeah,
Which one?
red green colorblind. But it's like the
Oh, dude, that's fucked up. My ex, that's what her. It was that's Dunerditropia or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, yep. I can see red and green. That's why it's called.
Yeah, they see shades, not just they don't see the color. They see the shades.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a big difference between a red and a green. That being said, a green and a brown will look really close, and so will a red and a brown.
Yep, and an orange.
Yeah.
And blues and purples, man. It fucked my life. Yeah. So someone added this liquidity. This liquidity just recently added. This consolidation and just like right here. This is very much a determinant like position. But we have put in a higher high like than this and a higher low. So right now, if you were in this trade from here, okay, if you're in this trade, I would have recommended you're out here just as you would have gotten, a good 33 to because I was saying to take it out after this candle. So 33 to like 63, that's 30 points. You really got out perfectly, 30 points. And then if you were seeing this consolidation, would be like, all right, hold up, let's wait.
I'm still waiting for the Viagra to kick in.
Me too. Well, I mean, it does take a few minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that it didn't just push up a lot faster. To be honest.
Yeah, you see a little look like a little mini consolidation right there in that area, and then they're gonna decide either jump up or down.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a lot of orders down there, a lot of order blocks there. I always love these guys. This is a pretty clear cut, like bullish bull run though, right here. Like guys, I mean it's pretty obvious we're above the VWAP. We've double tapped it. There's support right here. This is flipped to support now. We're not breaking it. Like there's like so many ways to take this trade.
Like the Karma Sutra.
Yep. Yeah. Sure. Price targets here, right? And here. What is this? Double top, little tweezers. So we know that there are stop losses there, right? So we are going to take this out. That's what's going to happen. We did not take out the areas of lower lows here. So that pretty much means we have to take that stuff out. I say that loosely because nothing has to happen, but I think you guys get it. I actually think this is called the silver bullet pattern.
Sorry, I keep getting Kevin to step away. My daughters and we're doing homeschool this year, so
yeah, this is the silver bullet pattern. or if it's whatever it is I'm creating. I've seen this so many times, and I'm gonna coin something for it.
You can call it Splash Mountain.
Screenshot this, Matt. Hold on. Let me put it to the 5-minute chart. Screenshot
On a
that,
1 minute chart, it looked like
and
it
then
looked like one of those the BPM on a heart reader.
Okay, I screenshotted it.
Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Hello, Eric. Hello, you're live on YouTube with 2,000 American U.S. citizens.
2,000, is that all? 50 billion, I think, is what it says there.
Is it how many? It's more than 2,000 guys. What is it? It's how many viewers? 200,000.
200 billion.
Dude, like one streamer, I can't remember his name.
Mr. Beast.
Nah. He did a lot of
I'd love
pranks
to
and
if you-
stuff, dude. He
So
got,
guys, look,
he got
guys, look.
arrested
This is
live on his
consolidating.
stream like 3 days ago.
Guys, this is consolidating.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Nice.
Wait, Mr. Beast got arrested?
No, another streamer.
No.
I can't remember his name. Took me a minute.
Look at this like consolidation, this wedge that it's creating, and quite frankly, a very bullish pattern. I think we'll take these levels out. We just need to get a green close like above. We need a green closing candle above the previous green closing candle. Cool. My brother hung up. Thank God.
Oh, FouseyTube.
I didn't want to.
That's who got arrested. FouseyTube.
All right, here she comes. Here she comes, baby. Here she comes. Oh man, look at it. Look at it.
you know what? I'm gonna place a trade.
Here it comes. Now it's going to reverse.
Oh my God.
Oh, don't do that to me. Hold on. I'm not.
Wait for. So here's what you need to do. You need to wait for the. You would need to wait for this candle. What's happening right now? But if you want to be very safe, wait for this candle to break through here, which it just did. Wait for it to close. Or watch. Here's I'll show you. This is my entry technique. You wait on the less than. So if you have a full candle like this, full candle, you're good. Now if it comes, you want it to be above 66% of the candle. So it is right there. So that's an entry. Like right now is where I would enter.
You went to earn. Oh, all right.
I'd be entering now.
I think
With a stop loss down here.
yeah, I was gonna say I think my like if I just put a trade in, like my thing is like be patient because you might see some red for the first 30 seconds or so
Before the candle closes.
Yeah, there you go. You should be no push through.
Yeah, we've got that 45-20 that
How
got
many
taken
orders
out.
are setting at the 22 and 24 mark?
22 is 201 and 24 is 195. Yeah, this 45-20 level is what needs to get pushed through. It needs to get broken through. It's providing a good amount of resistance, but it should take it out. And above that, we should really push because there's not a lot of liquidity after that. Need a few more buyers to take this out. Wow, it's getting rejected pretty hard, but I don't think you have to worry. So with your stop here, you should be good. Wow. That level's holding strong as fuck.
Yeah, I bought a lot of contracts on that too.
You're good. It's
Yeah, just chill, right? Just gotta chill because that shit's gonna go up.
It's gonna push back up. It's just
Yeah.
needs to absorb this.
I was watching was it Lux Augo on YouTube?
Yeah.
She consistently passes these prop challenges and she was saying she actually trades a little aggressive, but she said
Oh wait.
you just look
Okay,
at it
no,
as
that's surprising.
yeah. She just looks at it like it's not my money. I'm not risking much.
I don't think you should look at it
But
like
no,
that.
no, no, no. Yeah,
Just saying,
no, no, no.
because I mean,
But
she
she
also
just
gets them for free.
yeah, no, yeah, she does. But she was just saying like she really focuses on like a 1-to-1 risk ratio.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's fair. Which this kind of would have been
Yeah, like
really
don't
getting a lot of pressure downward, but still, your stop loss should be here. So,
yeah yeah wait
and if your entry was, right around there, it's a 2 to 3 point risk. So I mean,
Oh
it would be
yeah,
nice to make it stopped, but that's unfortunate. It's really pushing back.
I had no stop loss. I just let her run for a bit.
Well,
Oh no,
I hope you
you
didn't
should always have a
disclose
stop
it.
loss.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah. I'm
disclose it.
on my mind. My stop loss is right there, but I'm just watching on this screen and just
Oh, gotcha.
switching on my phone.
Yeah, gotcha.
like you could right click and manually add a stop loss if you want.
Yeah.
He's on his phone.
Oh shit.
Yo, this shit better go up. Make me happy.
Mhm.
For real. I'm at 0.40 leverage on this. On the SP 500. So
Are you trading on
come on.
MetaTrader?
Yeah, I'm on MetaTrader.
Okay, so that's yeah. Gotcha.
Is that MT? Is that the MT5 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on
I
MT.
thought that was weird. You guys said that you can't get MT5 in the States. MT5 is literally just a tool. It's not even they're not even a broker.
Yeah, I know.
Like you use other brokers with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not legal in the States anymore.
That's super weird, man. That's like saying that you
Or
can't
it
use
might be.
trading
Wait,
view.
wait. It might be. No. I think it is for Android phones. It's just been taken off the Apple Store.
Oh yeah, they don't let the Apple Store won't let you use anything that has to do with money.
Yeah, and you can't use it like on iPhones.
Yeah, that's probably
That's weird
worldwide.
because I just downloaded it on my iPhone like 4 days ago. I've not
Maybe
tried to
they
log
lifted.
in, but
Maybe they lifted it. Hold on, really?
yeah.
That's
Oh, that's a
weird.
step forward.
Yeah, I've got MetaTrader 5 right now. I've not tried to actually log in, but
Like I got rid of it and then it wouldn't let me
Yep.
use it again. But wait, hold on. MetaTrader self-development company. Press accept. Oh, it looks like it. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you could still use it. I've been using it MT5 for the past like
Bro.
6 months.
Okay, it was gone for a while, dude. But I mean, there's no reason to use MT5. I mean, TradingView is way more powerful.
You have to pay for premium on TradingView though to hook up your lever or your account. If you're not paying for premium, I don't think you can actually have your broker like allow you to play trades there or place trades
Uh,
there.
I'm
So
not used to much with TradingView, only to like review some like stock some markets, but I
So
never tried trading in
listen,
it.
I'm a
Like it's
little
kind of
upset
I don't
because
know.
I was pretty confident that this was going to push up, and this is a really
uh-oh.
surprising. Yeah, this is a really surprising
Uh-oh.
turnaround of
Get out.
events here.
Get out.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess
Bye.
with me. But
Hold on,
Well,
nah. Maybe this is a lie.
if you don't have a stop loss in place, then you need to play it by what the candle actually does, like what the candle
Yeah,
close is doing. Because like this
yeah,
could be it just absorbing more liquidity and then moving up. Like I'm looking at the order book. There's no there's no reason that this should be going down. So it's probably just sucking up liquidity before it goes up. But I mean, I'm pretty surprised that it didn't go up to begin with. So I don't want to be telling you the wrong thing here. I mean, where if I look at all the other indicators here, we're just getting into this, but here we're just getting out of it. Um, Little fair value there. We're probably at about 50% of this push as well. Still above the VWAP. I mean, if you traded with a ton of contracts, that's the other thing too. Like your risk to reward. I mean, if you got in, let's see, at the 18.5, and this is the 13. My max my max that I ever allow is 5 points. That's like the most I ever. So, like, possibly if I was in your position, without having a stop loss, I'd have my mental stop loss at the VWAP because it's 5 points. That'd be my max risk.
Yeah, because I
mean,
placed my trade on the.
So this is really surprising that this is going down. So look, we've got a couple things here. This was never taken out. So I just want to explain. This is never taken out. So this sell side liquidity is untouched. Both times it came down, did not break here. Like this did not break here, this did not break here, this did not break any of those. So we still have all of this buy side momentum into the curve. Now, this is literally like right in the center of this. This is like a huge consolidation area. Like it makes sense. This previous area right here could flip and offer support. I draw these often in situations.
Yo, man.
How you feeling right now? You sweating?
Yeah, I am. I low key am. But I feel a screw feeling.
Are you gonna
tell
us how bad it is?
No, I'm not gonna stop. I don't know. I still, part of me feels like that shit's gonna go a little bit more up and then reverse.
You've gotta that's discipline too. Like take your loss as a loss if it's a loss and be like, okay, like gonna wait for the next one, because that's how you blow accounts and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, but I mean, I'm not trying to completely tell you what to do. We do have this 510 level down here, which is above this previous low. So like we could travel into the 510s, dude. Wait, no, that's below. Sorry. Excuse me, that's below that. Hey, here's that big candle.
Now the question is, are you working on trying to pass the test or whatever?
Someone just added liquidity. Now we've got this kind of same thing happening here. We just really need to get out of this area.
No, I don't like this one. Make me look too fat. Dude, the amount I'm thinking that.
Yes. Come on, do it for me. Come on, bro. I was down $200. Now I'm good.
You couldn't have that many contracts in it then.
I just want to say that's some major discipline to hold that out.
Yeah.
Is it discipline?
Yeah, honestly, discipline would have been cutting it. Discipline would have been, in my opinion, cutting it. Discipline would have been cutting it because it was too risky. That I mean, like yeah. If you had told yourself you were gonna wait for the VWAP, then that's fine. But really, the trade you should have been out. Like you should have been out when it crossed here, and then if anything, seen this and re-entered here. That's just like me personally, because like really,
I think,
and really, you shouldn't even re-enter here until like.
I think the real important part there is always have an exit strategy.
Yeah, and stick to it.
That's important. Even if you're not going to set a stop loss, you should know what you're going to do and then do that no matter what. Even if you're like, I don't want to lose this trade today, but it's going down to the point where I said I would quit. Like, you should quit when that happens. Like, that's a prerequisite, because otherwise you will end up liquidating one of your accounts, and that will not feel good. Like, and because it's never good to second guess yourself. Not after you've entered the trade. Like you should you should condition yourself to always stick to it. You'll make more money that way, even if you have to take a few losses. You will absolutely learn to make more money in life.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm glad it went green for
We gotta keep pushing. I'm getting ready.
Somebody call up the stock center. We need some more pips.
Yeah, for real. Well, we need some institution right now to push that shit all the way up. Make my life happier.
It hurts so bad.
I think the wheel bearing on this fucking vehicle is going.
Those doji candles, those. There you go. There you go, Ron.
Here's your push.
Oh, hold on. Let me go look.
What do you mean, let me go?
Hold on. Man, I'm breaking. I'm up only $12. Nah, this gotta go up more.
You're only up
Yeah,
$4. You were
yeah.
200.
Just remember, losing or not losing 200 is almost like making 200 from losing it.
I was gonna get a call from my brother saying, "What the fuck you doing in this account?" Me and my brother have an account together, and I watch his trades and he watches mine. Whenever I fuck up, the guy calls me. He's like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
Are you trading the micro?
I take it he's
or
the older brother.
Yeah, he's my older brother. He's the one who got me into trading back in 2018.
Nice. Shit, dude,
Yeah.
you've been trading for 5 years and you still don't use stop losses?
Oh no, I do, bro. I do. But right now, I'm just using that because I'm going off momentum.
Is it a big account?
Huh? Yeah, it's
Like a
it is a
well-funded account?
$25,000 account.
Oh, okay. So you got space to fucking fuck around with that.
Yeah, but after blowing up a lot of accounts in the past, that I can't afford that no more.
Funding, you actually get one free reset.
Mm.
Well, I'll give you
gotta
a free
get-
reset.
Unless you got a fast track account.
Yeah, right now I'm in a different one. I gotta open up a prop so that I can go ahead and. Oh, come on, do it for me. Okay.
Jenny needs a new Lamborghini. I wonder how pissed my boss will be. I'm fucking 38 minutes late. This is the latest I've ever been.
Usually I don't trade on the 1 minute, so I'm adapting to this, or 5 minutes. I usually trade on the 1 hour candle.
Fair. Yeah, I'm a 15 minutes to 4 hours in that range. Try to compare both though. I don't stick to just one.
Here's your run, Papa.
Because like I look at my pathway with when I use the 1 hour candle, and then I go to 4 hours to give me a full direction. If I'm gonna place a trade and leave it there running for maybe like 2 hours or 3 hours to gain at least like between 400 to 700 points. That's my strategy. My type of strategy is that I wait for breakouts and then I enter by the momentum.
That's a very often taught strategy. Just for me, doesn't work. I always end up getting faked out. So I buy the bases of breakouts and stuff like that. But I mean, what I do is I add a couple. With my strategies, I've added a lot of other little things to them.
You know
to
what?
make
Should I close it? Should I close it? I have 60.
No, it's gonna continue to go till the 24 to the 20. I mean, it's gonna look. You need to understand. That's the thing. You need to understand what's happening here. It has to take this out now. all of this liquidity, it cannot be sold to anybody except these stop losses. There are no like.
Okay, gotta go.
There's no orders here.
Bye, guys.
Dang, I step away
You
for a second,
understand?
and there's the breakout. Ryan, are
Come
you
on.
still on the trade?
Yeah, I am. Ooh, I'm a stuck. Yep. Yes. Yeah, I got out of the trade just now.
You got out of the trade right just now?
Yeah. I took profit 150.
Nice.
Okay, it's gonna continue to 100. It's gonna go over here to 45, 33.
Yeah, and the only reason why I'm coming out right now is because I gotta go to work. And I gotta start taking the drive. That's the only reason. But if it wasn't, I would stick through it. You know.
Yeah, this thing's gonna
Yeah, and
just
like if you
continue
had
to
your
pump.
stop
It's got
loss
nowhere to
set,
go.
you could move up. You could manually drag up your stop loss to where you're
Yeah, if you had,
Yeah.
you could have just.
Yeah,
What you should have
exactly.
done is you should have sold half of it, moved your stop loss to break even, and then had a sell order for the rest of it right here.
Yeah.
and then you could have stepped away.
Shoot.
And either way, you would have made money, either more money or set your limit.
Is there room in the trash?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
All right, guys, I gotta head out.
Take care, man.
All right, take care, bro. Peace.
Right here's a breaker block, Matt. So there's that worked perfect, but I mean, this was like a pretty much perfect setup for a lot of different reasons, except for this little hodgepodge there. I suppose this breaker block right here is really what kind of takes lead to that.
Busy trying to redirect my child who's stepping away from her teacher.
Just looking at this. Yeah, so it's going right where I told it was going to go.
So while we've been streaming, I've been able to like record clips through like Streamlabs Remote on my phone. So I've been taking like mini clips of like certain things you've been saying, so that I can kind of mash it up for a short little video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What, baby?
All right, I am gonna run. I think that's been pretty much enough for today, though. Price target is that
Awesome.
at some point, possibly. Some little bounces and whatnot. But
Easy day. Literally.
yeah,
Like if you went back and scrolled on some of the calls that you made throughout, like what would that have been, a combined like 80 points or something?
probably called about probably anywhere from like 50 to 80 points. Yeah, like this. Well, okay, if you're on the ES from here to here ish is what that's 30 points or something, a little bit, like about 30 points if you got it from there. If you got it from here to here, it was 10, 5, 10, that's 15, and then another like 25, that's like 40, 50-ish points. I believe I called something down here. I think I called this tap on the VWAP or one of these. I know I called the Dick and Balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, there's been several, and I think only one of them stopped out. This one, technically, if you had put your stop right here, I revised it to stop a little bit lower. But yeah, I mean, one of those.
Yeah, but that would have been three out of 4
A
trades.
loss of
Didn't
5
stop
points. I called out like 50 points, and I lost 5 points.
Yeah.
And I mean, this actually would be more than, who knows what this is going to actually come out to be, because if this comes to here, that's from 30, so that's, I did mention, so let's just say from here, so it's another about 15 points, another. All right. Cool, man.